Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I miss you guys. Do y'all miss me? Today we are going to do something a little bit different from our normal routine. I have a beautiful girl, Khendra, joining me today to talk about a very important issue. Something we actually didn't plan to do, but we were talking yesterday about it and we felt like we needed to talk about it and share it with you guys. So if you want to know what this video is going to be about, stay tuned and do not go away.
I like the way you're moving, I like the way you're grooving, let's have a party just for two tonight.
So the topic for today is mental health awareness. We were talking about this issue yesterday because we felt like it's something that from the part of the world that we come from is slept on. No one talks about it. It's something we hardly address. Even if we do, we actually think it's spiritual or something.
So basically, we're both from Ghana, and growing up, you weren't allowed to feel a certain type of way. Like things like depression, anxiety were never addressed.
No.
If you feel anxious, it's like go outside and play or go take a nap, or go to church and pray because you're being attacked. But like issues like they never believed in medication management or like taking pills to calm yourself down or to make you feel better. It was like you can't be depressed. You're not allowed. Like it's not a thing. It doesn't exist in our parts of the world. Well, this is how we feel. So this video is to kind of bring to light certain issues that have been swept under the rug and to talk about them so that the generations to come will understand that mental health is like a growing field. Everybody has a mental health. So we need to know how to address our issues and how to take care of ourselves.
Especially around these times that we have this pandemic going on right now. And how are you coping with quarantine? What do you do to keep sane? And how do you feel staying indoors, doing exactly nothing, feeling scared to go out? What are you doing to feel normal?
Because I feel like just the fact that nobody knows when it's going to be over, nobody knows how to make it go away, there's no vaccine, it's like naturally everybody is anxious. But nobody really addresses that they're anxious or that they have anxiety or their levels are rising. Everybody's just like at home, chilling, just laid back. So we're going to talk about the negative impacts of being quarantined and like how to handle it, or like some healthy habits to develop to make the quarantine better, because we're all in this together, and I think that we need to like educate each other, learn from each other so we can both grow, we can all grow.
So let's start by talking about the negative impact of coronavirus.
First of all, I think that being locked up is crazy. I feel like I'm in a cage in my own house, and like so I have nothing to do but eat. Like I eat at 9, and then at 9:30 I'm hungry, and then like I eat at like 10, and then I eat like 7 times before lunch, and and then I sit there and I'm like, shit, I just ate all this. I need to work out, but it's like you're home by yourself. You just want to eat, sleep, watch TV, like work, and just be fat. And then next thing you know, you're 10 pounds heavier, and it's like, oh wow. So yeah, I hate that. I definitely do hate that.
And also, I feel like some people are not really used to the lockdown, so it creates this anxiety. What we talked about earlier, people are really anxious, thinking too much. I won't say they are thinking too much or overthinking. It's normal, it's necessary, because we don't know when this is ending. We were thinking it was going to be okay in summer because the sun is going to come out.
Hot girl summer.
Exactly. And the last time I watched the news, it keeps going up. So I feel like people are anxious to when it's going to end. Are we going to go back to our normal routines? Are we going to join queues to buy food and all that? So the anxiety that this is creating is making people break down, and we might feel like it's nothing, but really, that mental distraction this pandemic can give people, you have no idea. And then you are doing the same thing over and over again. So I feel like we need to address this. People need to talk to people. And as we said yesterday, you can talk to people. You actually have people who care, but who really understands you? How many people understand what you're going through?
Because some people are used to being at home. This is their vibe. This is happy. Like, this is their happy place. Thank God, they don't have to go anywhere. You know, but like, for people who are extroverted, it's like every Sunday, you know, you have your Sunday brunch, you have your picnic with your friends, but now it's like you can't even be around other people because you don't know if they have the virus, or you don't know if you have it and then you're gonna give it to them and then it's gonna keep spreading. So it's like all your routines now are just like cut short. So like, aside the people that live with you, you can't really, you can talk to people on FaceTime, but it's not the same. Like, you want to go out and hug your friends. Like, for somebody like me who likes to travel, I haven't been anywhere. It's kind of crazy. Literally,
It saves you money though.
I have, okay, one plus, honestly, my bank account looks really good.
It has to look good.
But, you know, money is not everything. Like, I do want to travel and live my best life, you know, so it's like you weigh your options. Like, are you happy about saving money or just like, and I think the pressure of me being in my 20s is like, this is when I need to explore, I need to achieve this. It's like, there's already so much pressure on me because I feel like by the time I hit 30, I mean, I'm 25, but I feel like I'm almost 30. 25 is 30, but it's honestly, but in my mind, it's like, I should have been married, I should have had a house, my 8 kids running around, and it's like, now I feel like my whole year is just being wasted. But like, how do you handle your anxiety? That's what we need to talk about. So, I think that it's really important to have these, like, or develop healthy habits to kind of help you cope. You know, because like in a time like this, because it's so uncertain, like you can't just sit there and say you're waiting for it to be over. Like, you need to also have a plan. You need to, because like sitting at home being idle is like not healthy. So like it will get to a point where you either get frustrated and depressed, or you take matters into your own hands and then you're like, okay, you know what? I'm used to going to the gym. I can't go to the gym, so I have to work out at home. I have to enjoy nature, go outside more, you know, go to the park or take a walk, go on a run, you know. You have to make the conscious effort to do things that you enjoy. So that's how you preserve your mental health. You know, and you know that once you start keeping the body active, then you feel good, you feel better, you feel more confident, and then you start doing other things. You think you're Superman. All of a sudden you want to cook, you want to clean the house, you want to scrub the floors, you know. Because these little things, they boost your mood without you even noticing. Like something as little as journaling. That's something I cultivated. I one time was so frustrated and like I didn't really have anyone to talk to. So I was like, you know what, instead of Twitter, because I usually tweet and vent, but I was like, let me just write down. I got this journal. I was like, let me just write down how I feel. Mm-hmm. And like letting it out on a piece of paper, you know, the paper can't really talk back to you. So it's like, you just feel better. It's like you're telling somebody who understands.
Yes.
It makes you feel better. And it's like, you have to, it's like really, I can't stress enough, it's really important to develop coping skills.
And what you're saying, I actually do it.
Oh, really?
I do it. I started like years ago. I remember I was reading something I wrote down in 2017, and I was like, well, I went through this, I went through that. And a couple of months ago, my sister, MFA, introduced me to something very nice. Mm-hmm. I was going through something and she said, Rita, do me a favor. I know you like doing videos and all that. Just video yourself ranting, making noise, crying. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to rant, rant. And then in a few weeks time, go back and watch the video and you see how much you've improved, how much you've grown out of that situation.
That is so smart.
It is. I really did enjoy that. When I go back to look at those videos and I'm like, really? Was it that deep? You know? And writing down your thoughts is very important. And one thing about pouring something out, when you pour it out, you feel that weight off your shoulder. Exactly. If it's forgiveness, you have to forgive someone. As soon as you write it down, it goes. The last time I spoke to someone about it, the person felt like, why do you need to write down these things to remind you of what I did or to remind you of what I didn't do? No, that is actually not the purpose of writing down this book. It's for you, the person's mental health. It's for yourself. It's not about any other person or the problem. It's for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that is a good thing. If you've not tried it, try it and see. You would enjoy it. I personally love it.
This is a time when you need to explore yourself. There's a lot of like self-exploration and self-evaluation that needs to go on now, because it's like, what makes me happy? What am I good at? What are my hobbies? Because clearly we've seen that our 9-to-5 jobs could fail us at any time. We could be furloughed, we could be out of job, we could be broke, you know, and this is when you bake a cake and then realize this could be a business idea. And now I'm gonna bake cakes and make money, you know, secure the bag at all times, you know? So you can't let this situation like define you or like control you. Sometimes it does control you because it's like, at first it happens and you're hopeful. Okay, hopefully by summertime it'll be over. Hopefully by my birthday it'll be over. But it's not over. So like at some point you're gonna have to realize, you know what, I'm gonna take charge of my life. And if situations are different now, I'm gonna do things differently to kind of adjust to the situation. Because somebody told me that in life you can't really control what other people do. All you can control is your reactions, and that's like the most important thing. So no matter what happens, like in life, in your personal life, at work, it's like, how do you react to it? Do you just sit home and eat and cry? I mean, occasionally that's okay. It's okay to cry out your feelings, eat a little comfort food here and there. That's okay, but like, does that become your habit now? Every night you lock yourself in your closet and just eat ice cream, you know? Or are you gonna take control and control how you react to the situation, you know?
Yeah, what you said hit me right there. Hit a spot. It did.
It did? Uh-oh. I mean, it's just facts though, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you have to, like, it's like, I started practicing, another thing I started practicing is, positive affirmations, because like I'm someone whose thoughts get in the way. Like my thoughts affect me so much. So like lately I found myself having to I catch myself and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to think about the negative things. I'm not going to think about all the plans I had for I had a vision board. I'm not going to think about the vision board and feel like a disappointment.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to think positive. I'm going to affirm daily. I'm going to affirm things daily that will help me to boost my confidence, to boost my self-esteem. Because technically we're all struggling. Everybody's year has literally been fucked. It's not just my year. So I'm not going to take it personal and just seem like, you know, I'm a failure. I'm not making any progress.
No.
You know, so I reframe my thought process. I reframe my thinking. Every time I find myself getting into a downward spiral of negative thoughts, I'll catch myself and then I'll think, okay, no. You know, every challenge, it's like an opportunity to grow or fail. So what do you want to pick?
Thinking about this, I want to talk about the part of the world we come from, especially from Ghana. When I was growing up, some people actually deal with depression, deal with mental issues, and coming from where we come from, there's this stereotype that either we and now they are on drugs or they are drinking too much alcohol or
hanging out with bad
friends and all that. But I lost a friend through depression, and at the age that I didn't know what she was going through. I didn't get what she was going through.
So you didn't know how to reach
out to them. And I remember one of our friends reached out to her family, and they actually didn't know. They thought she was okay. And this friend of mine was really like someone you would never think she can take her life. But she was going through a lot. She was going through something. She had friends who were going to school and she wasn't going to school. And she felt like, oh, why are my friends going to uni and I'm not going to uni? And these are I won't say that was the reason, but these are the things she was battling with. And I'm telling you, if she had someone to talk to, if probably she was on medication or something, it would have been a different story. If you feel like when you talk to your parents, they won't really get you,
or they will judge you.
Talk to someone else. Seek professional help.
I mean, the problem with being Ghanaian is that it's like they think you only need to seek help when there's a problem.
Yes.
They think that maybe you need therapy or you need medication only when there's a problem. But they don't understand that prevention is obviously better than cure. They taught, that's what we were taught when we were growing up.
I remember that.
Exactly. That's like one thing they always tell you, prevention is better than cure. Have you seen that video that girl predicted? Anyway, so why not take the steps to prevent situations from getting to a point where you're depressed and you want to take your own life? You know, why don't we normalize seeking help, you know, going to therapy, like going out, taking a run? Like, why don't we normalize these things that will preserve our mental health? Like, our mental health is like really, really vital to the way we grow. And like, as human beings, most of our experiences most of the things we experience as children is what shapes us, is what like determines our lives, how we view things, our perspectives. So from the jump, from like early, we should learn how to deal with these things. These things should be addressed. How do you, when you're angry, what do you do? How do you cope with it? You know, people can't even talk to their parents when they're mad.
Yeah.
Because back home, it's like the parents are right and you're wrong. So even if your parents are making you unhappy, you can't really speak up. You know, so these are things we definitely need to normalize. Like, it's okay to speak up. It's okay for your parents to be wrong. They might not like it, but you have to speak up. You have to like seek help. Talk to someone, write it down, pray about it. You know, don't just keep everything in you.
I want it all inside you. That is toxic.
You're going to explode.
Exactly. You are a time bomb.
Take it.
So yes.
So that's all we have for you today. We just want to create the awareness that we're with you. We feel it too. We're stressed out. We're human, just like you. We're all going through this together. But we think that the best way to handle it is to actively make a conscious effort to take control of the situation. Don't let the situation control you. And for those who have corona, we are praying for you. We wish you the best. We know that eventually, we hope that eventually all this will be over and we will learn from it, definitely. So
if you have any comments, if you want to add up to our topic today, you can leave it in the comment section. If you have any questions, we will answer that in the comment section as well.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I always forget this. This is crazy. And that is the most important thing. Subscribe, people. I love you guys. And I want to say a big thank you to Khendra for joining us today. She will come back again.
Oh, definitely.
I'm so excited you joined us today. I really had fun having this conversation.
I know, it's so fun. See, like even just us talking about it right now, I feel so much better.
Exactly.
And just knowing that other people will watch it and hopefully we can all learn from this experience. I like that. It's a blessing. God is good.
God is good all the time. Okay. Thank you, Khendra, for coming. I really do appreciate you.
Aww.
And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Don't you worry, rub your hands on my